your presentation materials rather than the other way around. Find out more in today's show. Welcome back to Year 7 of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, which we release every Monday. I'm your host, Dr. Greg Story, Dale Carnegie award-winning franchise owner, master trainer, president of Dale Carnegie Tokyo Training, and 3-time best-selling author of Japan Sales Mastery, Japan Business Mastery, and Japan Presentations Mastery. Zaegyo is the translation of Japan Sales Mastery. Anatamo Present no Tatsujin is the translation of Japan Presentations Mastery. My latest books are Stop Wasting Money on Training, and that in Japanese is called Training de Okane o Muru ni suru no wa yamemashou. And my latest book in English is Japan Leadership Mastery, which we'll translate very shortly. We're bringing the show to you from our High Performance Center in Akasaka, in Minato-ku, the business center of Tokyo. Why the cutting edge? We are here to win in business in Japan. Let's all be at the forefront, at the cutting edge of how to flourish here in this market. Now, this is episode number 332, Presentation Visuals. Soredewa ikimashou, so let's get going. When presenting, you need to transfer your energy to the audience. However, don't have your energy levels at the maximum volume all the time. This just wears an audience out and wears you out too. Instead, you need to have some variation. Very strong and then sometimes very soft. And I mean drop it right down. Remember to have that in your voice range. Sometimes say your point in soft, audible whisper. I remember when I gave a presentation in Kobe. It was at a university summer school for students who had graduated and were going back to their home countries. I was giving this uplifting talk about how they could use the experience they had in Japan back in their home country. It was powerful, a very energetic presentation. It was an urging comrades to man the barricades type of speech. The speaker after me was a Korean professor. Maybe because of the way I presented, I don't know, but he spoke very quietly. He spoke in a very soft voice throughout the whole presentation. It really forced you to lean in and listen to him because you had to work a little bit harder to listen to him. So he got people's attention by having a softer voice. At the time I thought, oh, wow, look at that. That was very effective. And I realized just operating at one power level all the time is not going to work. I need to have variety in my voice. So I should have times when I'm very powerful and other times when I'm very soft. So just monitor yourself that you are not getting into too much soft or too much strong mode. Variety is the key. Gestures are very important. Be careful about getting your hands tied up, holding things like notes. If you are saying one thing is important, hold up one finger. If it is the second thing, hold up 2 fingers. This is important. When you hold up your fingers like that, hold them about head height. Don't hold gestures around waist height. This is too low, and people struggle to see it. Get your gestures up high in a band from chest height up to around about head height. That zone is the key height you want for showing gestures. When you want to show a big point, open your hands right out. Don't be afraid of big gestures. Use gestures that are congruent. Be careful about waving your fist at your audience, though. It looks aggressive, unfriendly, and combative. Use the open hand rather than a closed fist, and don't hit your hands together or slap them on your thigh. That activity creates superfluous noise, which becomes distracting. Just use the gestures by themselves. 15 seconds is probably about the maximum you want to hold a gesture before its impact dies. You can walk around on the stage, but be careful about walking around too much, especially pacing up and down. that makes you look nervous and either lacking in confidence about your message or lacking control over what you are doing. Try and hold the main center point of the stage and move because you have a good reason to move. Find out more. We come back from the break. If you want to become a fully competent and confident presenter, then do the High Impact Presentations course. We are all being judged when we speak, be it in the internal team meeting or in a public environment. Be it the big bosses, clients, or an industry audience, everyone is evaluating us. Don't blow it. Get the best training on the planet. Do the High Impact Presentations course now in either Japanese or English. Speaking in public means our personal and professional brands are on show. Let's make it a total success. Japan Presentations Mastery is the Bible for presenting in Japan. This is the most comprehensive collection of experience and insight on presenting that you will ever need. Don't work it out by trial and error. Buy Japan Presentations Mastery and learn how to be confident, clear, and persuasive. Buy Japan Presentations Mastery now. Using the names of people in your audience is a great thing to do. If you get there early, meet some of your audience. Have a conversation with them. It is a nice connector with the audience to refer to that person and say, I was just chatting with Jim Jones over there before, and he made a very interesting point about current consumer trends. In fact, Mary Smith made an addition to that point when she said, blah, blah, blah. Suddenly you have both people very much proud of being recognized and involved in your talk. They have been recognized by the speaker and they like it. The audience now feels that you have a stronger connection with those listening. Refer to people by name. It is very, very effective. Don't leave it to chance. Try and look for those opportunities to engage with your audience. Let's concentrate on the basics. What is the point of your presentation? Who is your audience? What is the point? Be conversational and customize the delivery to your listeners. Have exhibits or have demonstrations or whatever that custom made to match that audience or match the point that you are making. Don't just bring out a set of off-the-shelf points you recycle for every presentation. You might have an existing basis for a presentation, but think about who are you talking to? What is the key point? And then take it and then rework it, repackage it up, customize it. I've given over 560 presentations the last 20 years here in Japan. I have never given the same presentation twice, ever. Even with the slides, I will always have some small variation. Certainly, the way I present it will be different every time. This keeps it fresh for me as a speaker, and it also keeps it fresh for an audience. If I feel stimulated and interested in what I am talking about, then the chances are that is how the audience will feel about it too. They will feel stimulated and interested as well. Be wary of receiving the presentation pack from marketing or PR. You often see the CEO had some munchkins preparing the presentation for him or her. Often it will be the first time that they have even seen the presentation. Sadly, it is obvious that is the first time they have seen the presentation. They don't know what's coming next, and they struggle through it. This is really killing the brand. It is killing the brand and the organization. It is killing the presenter's personal brand. You don't want that. Get it, customize it, make it yours, then present it. So there we have some ideas on how to present your visuals when you are giving your presentations, which are based on our training called High Impact Presentations, where we teach people over 2 days how to become a high impact presenter. and how to learn a number of different structures. It's really the Rolls-Royce of presentation skills. This is where Dale Carnegie started in 1912 teaching people how to be persuasive. If ever you have the chance after listening to this to do that particular course, grab that opportunity because it is a powerhouse course. It is a game changer of a training course. I've taken it myself, I teach it now, and I strongly recommend it. Remember, rehearse, rehearse, rehearse. Do not be consumed by the construction of the materials. They are secondary to you, but when you do construct your materials, use these ideas, these hints, and you will give a much, much better presentation. I hope you enjoyed today's show, and so please subscribe on YouTube. Share it with your family, friends, and colleagues. Become a regular. Hit the little bell icon to receive update notifications. Our website details are on screen now, www.dale-carnegie.cojp. It's packed with value, so certainly check it out. We try to offer as much value as possible, so you might also enjoy our other shows. In fact, we are releasing content 6 days a week. For podcasts, Mondays for the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show, Tuesday for the Presentations Japan series, and every second Tuesday for the Business Tatsujin no Oshie Show, Wednesdays for the Sales Japan series, Thursdays for the Leadership Japan series, and every second Thursday for the Business Pro Podcast Show, Fridays for the Japan Business Mastery Show, and Saturdays for Japan's top business interviews. Now you get these wherever you get your podcast. Also, every Monday we release the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. Every second Thursday we release the Business Pro Television Show, and every Friday the Japan Business Mastery Show. Saturdays, every Saturday we're releasing Japan's top business interviews. These are all on YouTube. We appreciate your support, and please let others know about it so they can benefit too. We want to make a contribution to helping people build their careers and businesses, and so please join with us in that endeavor. In episode number 333, we were talking about real-world leadership in Japan. So, yoroshiku, onegai itashimasu. Please join me for the next episode of the Cutting Edge Japan Business Show. We're here to help you. We've only got one direction in mind for you and your business, and that is up.